Thank you, Jason. And joining us now to discuss the Tavon Scott sentencing is local attorney Patrick Seidel. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. I know that the judge had a tough decision today in deciding to sentence Tavon Scott as an adult. He was 14 when this crime was committed. What do you think went on into making that decision?
Yeah, it was a hard balance for her to do, because on the one hand, his age, how young he is, but on the other hand, we have the severity of the crime, and of course, the elephant in the room was the public opinion. This was a packed courtroom. You had people there for both sides, and so it was very emotional. Very long hearing today.
Do you think this kind of split the difference in a way, this sentence?
Yeah, in these cases, everybody loses.
Right.
The victim's family is never going to be satisfied. They can't get what they want, which is their loved one back. And then from the defendant's perspective, he's just been sentenced to 15 years. He's 16 years old. So he's going to be spending essentially his entire life forward in jail. So everybody is walking away a loser in this case.
He could have gotten 35 years.
He could have. In Maryland, there's something called the sentencing guidelines that the judge takes into consideration, and obviously the max is 35. She gave him 15 years, which is significantly lower than what he could have faced. So.
Right.
And now Scott's attorneys have already said that they plan to file for a modification. What exactly does that mean?
So the judge is going to retain jurisdiction over this case for 5 years. They're going to file a motion to modify, and in the next 5 years they can ask the judge to amend that sentence or change that sentence. There would have to be a hearing. The victim's family would be notified, and then they could decide, should we leave the sentence the same or should we reduce it further?
And 15 years, but he's not really going to do 15 years.
It's a crime of violence, so he's not eligible for parole until he does at least 50% of the sentence.
Okay.
But one of the things that they talked about in the hearing today was sending him to Patuxent, where he would receive youthful offender treatment. And that, if he's successful with that program, could certainly accelerate his parole. He could be out in as little as half the time.
All right, Patrick, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate your
Yeah.
time.
Thanks for having me.